tryna go be? Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Now Wilson steps away, and the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Let's go double count right here, double count. You gonna see me in your...
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Past the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. Wilson flushed out right. He's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Breeze.
If you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
23 yards, the final tally. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn, anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
36 power.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Ready. 5-9.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Breeze. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On third down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here?
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
We're gonna shut you down.
And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
Offensively, here come the Seattle Seahawks again, and this is a Seattle team that is now 9-2. Remember, they gave San Francisco their first loss of the year. Then they had the open week, and then week 12 they go to Philadelphia and get the victory. So things are getting very interesting in the NFC West right now, but regardless of what happens within that division, Seattle is shaping up to be a tough out in the playoffs. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Carson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. There's Wilson to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Breeze to throw again. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the...
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Hey, foxtrot.
On first down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Breeze will try again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. You're good. You're good. I four. Ready. Hey, Charlie. 54. Hey, easy. Mike 5-4. Good night.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Breeze. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there. Good, good, good.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll run on first down. Carson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Well. He's crossing. He's checking crack. You go tight.
Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
You see me? They can't stop me.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Breeze now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, it's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. To try again after the sack. Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. Third down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
95-56, 95-56. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Tonight.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
You ready? Line 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Easy, opposite.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz with the extra point. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
She's been one mistake. After another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
That's caught. It's Thomas. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. So far, this has to feel like a horrible dream for him. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 interceptions. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision.
And he's going to go down again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Wilson, and it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when they started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now it's Wilson. He can run for it, and he will.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Powering his way forward. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got playing the catch.
It's Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is caught by Gill. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.